Hey guys, it's Fro. I just hosted an open contest on Fairbanks for the fastest undead strat clear time. I put up a 5,000 gold bounty, and 4 teams submitted footage. Only one team will win the gold bounty, and only one team now has the title for the world record on undead strat. It was a 5,000 gold open bounty for the fastest undead strat clear. There were no limitations. World buffs, consumables, all that were allowed. We used the Baron Debuff to mark the timer, so all these runs are going to start at the second gate. We had 4 teams enter. Top left, Legalize Plaguebloom. Top right, Bob's Bakery. Bottom left, Beef Piston. Bottom right, Forbes. We had 3 Horde guilds show up and 1 Alliance guild. Alliance is on the top right. They brought 3 warriors, a mage, and a paladin. And the 3 Horde teams brought all the same count, 4 warriors and 1 shaman. Check the description below to see direct links to their runs. For more information on the winning run, here's an interview with the winning team.
Feels good.
Feels great.
Feels fucking good. I think our healer used 3 Flask of Distilled Wisdom that run. We took a lot less damage too this run compared to our run last weekend, where we learned quite a bit. We changed specs quite a bit, did a lot of practice, figured out what level mobs would pull when. It was fun exploring Strat Undead. Right away we had the idea of obviously having the big pulls, and Paler and I were both full fury. El Carl and Hank were a sweeping strike flurry build, so they didn't have mortal strike, they didn't have bloodthirst. Essentially all they were doing was popping sweeping strikes, whirlwind, and cleaving. We were all the improved cleave spec, you know, fully world buff, fully consumed up, just trying to pump as much AoE damage as we could. It was a lot of fun. And then our shaman, one thing that we actually learned, if you noticed right away, we were all popping stone shield potions just to lower the amount of damage we were taking. Another totem is stone skin. I think it's one of the more overlooked totems that shamans have. It reduces, I think the default max rank 1 reduces melee damage taken by like 35 or 40. It's right in there. But there's also a talent to improve it by like 30%. And like in a raid situation, like the tank taking 50 less damage, is that really a big deal on attacks? No, like it's not. All we cared about was Wind Fury for the extra rage and, you know, the big damage. Other than that, our shaman was trying to stay max range as much as possible to avoid the silences, drop Wind Fury so we could get it, and then heal us. And if he could, on the big packs, he would drop his Stone Skin Totem. If you notice in our run, like what we did quite often is like we would split the group a bit. And so Paladin and El Carl would oftentimes be out there clearing some packs while we were finishing up the boss, just to try to not have as much downtime, because if we're not fighting 4+ mobs, we're kind of wasting time, and a warrior can be off somewhere else just killing another mob solo. Because with full world buffs and what we had, you know, those mobs were dying so quick. If we were to do it again, we would use the Black Blade of Sharam. We would, you know, I would, you know, not mess up my diamond flagpole, and I probably would kite the acolytes out of the surrogates a bit further. And one of the practice runs we did, when I was kiting the acolytes out of the surrogate, I got a little bit too far from the surrogate and all the acolytes reset, or like the last like 2 reset. And then, you know, after watching Bob's Bakery, we can definitely use a little bit more speed potions or rocket boots. You know, you can see me skull up Impending Doom at the start to open the gate to save off like 2-3 seconds. But if we were to do it again, we would probably rocket boot after that first gate just to get to Nubricon. And then just melt him as quickly as possible. I mean, there's lots of little things. It was a lot of fun. We were really happy with our run, obviously. 3 or 4 of them were quote-unquote real attempts. With full everything. Next time we're definitely going to have 3 warriors on the sweeping strike flurry build. It's a pretty cool spec. Yeah, it's a very custom spec designed literally for a run just like this. You're not going to use it really anywhere else because you don't have any main ability. You don't have Mortal Strike, you don't have Bloodthirst. And so you're literally just holding your cleave button down in Whirlwind, and then, you know, you're swapping to Battle Stance to pop Sweeping Strikes pretty often. Damage output is pretty nuts on the AoE packs. About it, you know, doing it again on DMF. I liked it quite a bit, and I thought it was a good dungeon where you just kind of have to power through it. There's no real other way that I can see other than just you have to kill, you know, a ton of mobs, and it's kind of on how quickly can you kill them. So in the video that we did, you see Hank the Dank actually pop the Petri Flask and then cancel out of it immediately.
Dude, you had a lot of crazy techniques. You had the Petriflastification, the talents, your route, your knowledge. Everything was just perfect, man. Really great entry.
Yeah, thank you. It was fun.
Yeah, let's get back in the game and let me toss you 5,000 gold. Does that cover the cost, you think?
All right. Yeah. It should cover the cost. All right. Cheers. Have a good one.
Yeah, have a great Thanksgiving, man. Thanks for talking.
Yeah, you too.
Get ready to charge, okay? Get ready to charge. Sunder first. Sapper, that's a good idea. Let's fucking go, boys. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, boys. Let's fucking go.
How fast?